You've turned onto Rykerroad!
Hey guys, Eric here from Rykerroad. It's the studio tour. We've been telling you we're gonna do it, so let's just do it. I guess I really don't know where to start other than the wall.
Ooh, the wall,
The wall is something that really came along after the thought of the studio, and it's come a long way. So we'll kind of dive into that here in just a few, but the look was basically me and Kyle's idea. It's a little bit of both of us here, you know, especially with the decorations and the crazy, you know, acoustic panels and stuff, but we actually sat down and talked about which ones for a day or two and decided on these. But obviously we're into movies, video games, things like that. So again, just a little bit of all of us in here, and that's the wall. It's very inexpensive, surprisingly, for what you get and how much it covers. Very easy to cut, very easy to install, so definitely check that out if you ever want to do something like this for a room. You can see it goes pretty much all the way around the room. Like I say, pretty much. So this is just what you see on camera. Do you want to see something only like 27 people in the world have ever seen? Kyle, pan to the right. Look at that disgustingness.
Oh, look, oh man. We actually used this kind of setup for a long time.
Oh, shit! Oh, hide! Hide, you son of a bitch! Get the fuck under, you piece of shit! Oh! You can't see!
This is just a basic foam paneling, and it worked, but it was just very dark and kind of flimsy. It did what we needed it to do for, you know, sound reducing and things like that.
Actually, these are the ones that, yeah, that's right. We put these on cardboard, or rather you did. You were a machine and made all these.
Yeah,
so,
I was hoping that it would like help mask the sound and stuff. It just, it didn't. So that's why we ended up going with the just acoustic paneling that you can find on Amazon. They come standard 12 by 12s. All right, guys, let's talk about the cardboard cutouts here. So first off, Elvira. This is actually quite special to us. This is our papaws that I'm sure if you've gone through some of the older videos, maybe you've heard us talk about, but this was in his man cave, and kind of the reason why Kyle decorates things the way he does as well with pinup girls and things like that. You know, that's where Papa's ladies were, and we got to go downstairs and hang out in the man cave, watch old horror movies, things like that. And this was definitely part of it, and been around for a long time, actually. So we're very honored to have it.
Big thank you to Uncle Rex.
Yes.
He was the one that brought it over, because
Yes.
he heard we were doing some stuff in here, and he didn't miss a beat. He was just, he was like, yep, he's like, you guys need
So
this.
she will always be in here, more than likely, but I have thought about getting more cutouts and either seeing if it still looks good in the room with maybe one more, or kind of switching them out from time to time to be like our audience, if you will. So we'll see what happens, but yeah. So let's go on to Krampus. I mean, pretty cut and dry. It's Krampus. I bought him at FYE, so he was 70% off, and yeah, I think it was like $17.99 for him. Krampus is something that we kind of got into over the last couple of years with the newer movie and things like that, but I hate Christmas. This and like the Grinch, stuff like that really intrigue me, but yeah. Like I said, pretty cut and dry. It's Krampus. He's cool as fuck.
And we've kind of started this thing where we have a guitar, one of the many guitars I have, which if you would like to see where all the guitars are in the house, become a patron, because we're going to do a house tour later that's going to be only available to patrons. We kind of always try to treat... Spirity fingers. Yes. This is kind of what was interesting about this, is that, you know, we toyed with having stuff behind us. The cardboard cutouts were definitely a thing that we wanted to keep. And one night I just stuck a guitar in here, and it's kind of just stayed. Some of the stuff that's kind of hidden behind Krampus, in case if anybody can't see it, we got Pennywise, because Pennywise is the one that haunts our dreams 100%. About everything. Then we got Thor back here, and then Gamer, now, and a person who realized that real life is too boring. We talked about this in the live stream. We've got the SS Georgie here, and obviously Spider-Man, my favorite superhero of all time. Eric chose this and put it up here, and I was really happy about it.
Let's talk about lighting. Lighting is actually pretty key to everything. When I wanted to start getting into this stuff, I fought Kyle on that's what I wanted to do, because I just knew I wanted things to look a certain way, and he's like, man, you're a light guy. I'm like, no, that's not it. That's it. So first off, let's just show you. Behind Krampus and Elvira, this is the Luxio RGB wand. It is waterproof, like completely. and it's very basic. You can hook it up to like, you know, your phone and stuff like that through an app, or you can just use it right here with the button. It's very simple. That's it. And then double click goes through, and then if you hold, it goes down, or if you hold back again, it goes up.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Lighting, guys, it can get a little costly, but theoretically, you only have to do it once, and they come in handy, and it'll definitely make a world of difference on how things look. So again, we have one in each corner. We also have these box lights. So this is newer RGB box lights. I believe the 480, so 480 RGB lights in there, and they go between RGB and your two whites. So it's actually pretty cool. Same thing, you can have it on your phone, or you can have a switch, and there are some dials in the back where you can just start going through and then adjusting your brightness as well, back and forth. That's probably only on like 15–20%. It's really cool. So I have one hanging for backlight and hair light. I'm still learning on how to make this look as good as possible. So we have one there, and I'm sure you've already seen it, but there is one over here to kind of just give another little bit of a backlight, and that way you can see a little bit. That's what I was talking about with the knobs there, where you can adjust the actual colors and then the brightness, and then obviously power. You can get batteries for them, which is really cool. You can even double up on them, so you can get more life out of it. But yeah, definitely really cool. Again, worth the money. They've been a lifesaver. So between those 4 lights, they really do a lot. Granted, this is a smaller room, but we've done things with other, you know, customers and stuff like that that were in larger, you know, like buildings and things like that, and they really still put out a lot of power. And last but not least, your basic lights, just for the front to light everything up, make your face look good. So relatively inexpensive for these. You can get these for 20–30 bucks. The ring light was pretty awesome because that actually holds the phone, which onto the next thing, camera, guys, camera. So all it is for the moment, because I am getting a new phone, my Note 20. That's just my screen protector, but yeah, Samsung Note 20, and it pulls focus, it gives the good low light capture on it because of the camera and stuff and the AI behind it. All we had to do was I downloaded an OBS, Android OBS camera off the Play Store. It was $8 to unlock the full HD of it without the watermark, and that's it. We hook it up through OBS and we go. This is how it looks so good and does all that cool stuff that a huge new camera would probably cost us. It's right in your phone, guys. Don't underestimate the power of your phone and a newer camera. So definitely check that out. I'm pretty sure they do it for iPhone too.
Hello, Kyle here now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go into the tech side of things. So first and foremost, your microphone. I understand not everybody has the ability to get these at first, but Eric found these Shure SM7Bs, and these are the same microphones that Joe Rogan uses. There's been many different artists in the past that have produced professional music with these. They are just really, really incredible. I get it, with a price tag of about $400 for each, that seems like it's very steep, but Eric actually found these on sale. There were 3 for $6, and it was kind of like the planets aligned. It was really creepy, like how that worked. So, but definitely these are worth the investment, but know that you don't have to go this hard, but definitely make it a goal for yourself later. I would genuinely say that. So moving on to what we use for the actual reactions and how we capture sound. This is the Rodecaster Pro, and it's got all the different controls on it that you can use for 4 individual mics. There's a USB plug-in, which is how we get sound for the computer. There's even a way you can do auxiliary, and we've actually taken phone calls on this on the podcast that we've done, and it's even the sound effects that are on the, you know, the little touch pads and the cool things that you can do. I really think this is the essential thing. If you're going to be podcasting, if you're going to be reacting, if you're going to be doing any kind of recording that requires you to juggle all these different moving pieces, the Rodecaster Pro does it. They're not paying me to say it. This is a genuine thing. It's kind of what started all this craziness in the best way possible. I've asked some decently successful YouTubers, like through some super chats and stuff about this, about like, hey, I've seen you use the Rodecaster, you know, do you think it would be worth using in the long run? And they've all said, yeah, like this is a very good piece of equipment. So you can either use it as an audio hardware inside of OBS, or you can record directly to it. There's really no limitation on what you can do with this thing as long as you're really creative. It comes with a bunch of different mic presets in it. It's great. So that's mainly what we use for Rykerroad as far as getting sound into the computer and the mics. We've got our headphones here, obviously, which those are a recent upgrade. Those are actually Beats, the Solo 3s. Everything that we've been experiencing, Eric has been pushing this of just like, you know, we want to make sure we're listening to really good sound quality, and it's immensely different. It's so great, especially that NF bass drop of like, oh, where'd the beat go? Boom, and it just, it just blows you away in the best way possible. So we try to make sure that everything is simple enough to where it's always set up. We can just come in here anytime that we want, and we can do, you know, any kind of reaction. It's really awesome. I'll give you guys just a little bit of a preview of kind of what behind the scenes of Rykerroad looks like. So we've got a Ultra HD screen down here, and then a 1080p screen that's up on the top. So the top is where we run OBS, and then recently we've gotten it worked out to where we don't have to look at a small screen anymore. It's just through some different window captures and things you can do with that. We just open up a couple of different tabs on YouTube. It's already been set up here in OBS to capture it. We put it on full screen, and we just go from there and watch a video. The Rodecaster mixed with OBS, mixed with just all the tech, it works really, really well, and the sound quality is incredible. The way that everything is fluid, everything works together, it's really nice. But the cool thing about this is that you don't have to do exactly this. Just take this concept and then apply it to your own setup of what you're doing. But nevertheless though, all the gear that we mentioned in this video is going to be linked in the description below, so don't worry. If you do want to follow it exactly how we do it, you can. Over here, as you can see, we have started a little thing where we've got the songs that we're reacting to tonight. We got the people that have requested it. We have 2 patrons on here tonight for sure that we're going to be doing, so it's going to be just a lot of fun. That's a newer thing that we're doing to kind of keep ourselves organized. That way we're not like, who the hell was that or whatever. So it's it's kind of nice. So as far as the computer is concerned, Eric, you bought this one. This is actually your computer. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that?
So basically the computer it's just a Skytech Archangel. It's nothing too crazy. It's just a gaming computer. There's really, I mean, it's got a good graphics card and, you know, stuff like that. But again, it's whatever it came with. All I needed it for, I don't play video games on it, so I just needed it to be the workhorse. So it's the workhorse to render, to edit, to do all this stuff, and that's basically it. So nothing too crazy there, guys.
And as you can see back here, hopefully we got an external hard drive. That's just where everything gets dumped, like media cache files, all of our footage. And then we've got a solid state drive that's in there, and eventually we're talking about maybe getting a second one, doing something to get a little more room in there.
I've got another terabyte that I bought like a month and a half ago, just haven't put it in there yet, so.
Yeah, this is one of the things that we've got this throughout the entire house pretty much, is these LED lights that are up here. So as you can see with the LED lights and with the camera being on auto, you kind of get this weird flicker kind of thing going, and we tried to utilize this at first for lighting videos, but it just did not turn out well. It didn't look very good. But as far as having it just in the room as like aesthetically, it's really nice. You know, just different things that you can do. Again, this is just like, you know, however many length of a strip on Amazon that you can find. We don't get too crazy or technical, but it wraps all the way around. We got that, and it's a pretty simple setup. Besides that, we've got some stuff in some closets. I guess we can probably show them. Okay, so in here, again, stuff you guys didn't think you'd ever get to see. There's a keyboard there, something I've been kind of messing around with, and everything from tools to another thing of LED lights, and then all the bags for the random assortments of things that we have. There's an extra blanket that's in there. That's what we use to cover the window to make sure all the sound doesn't go too nuts. And that's this closet, which again, I really love how this door looks, just like with the hole cut out on there. It's so great. So And behold the Closet of Doom of sorts. This is kind of where just random things. Yes, right where tech goes to die. Actually, hold on. Is the... No, it's not. Okay, I thought the Yeti mic was easy to see. But yeah, like all the old stuff, like old webcams and things like that, this is pretty much where we keep them. Just like if we ever need it or if we want to grab it again, that's in here. So, but again, this is just a piece of cardboard that has the stuff attached to it that we use that's held on by command strips. So it just stays right there and kind of helps, you know, the sound and the entirety of the room. Less bounce that you have, the better. Of course, you do want some natural reverb here and there.
These microphones do a very good job, even if you don't.
That's really the setup in here, guys. It's nothing too crazy. It's just, you know, stuff that we've been collecting. More so, Eric has been really putting together, you know, time after time and getting feedback on, and we've just been putting it together. It's been a lot of fun. So even you can see a different view of the room from up here. Like,
yeah, I mean, and guys, this was not a slow burn, but this was a slower journey. This did not happen in a week.
No.
So this happened, you know, over time and researching and all of this stuff and finding sales and making sure that things were going to be legit for what we needed to do or how much we needed. So this takes time. You know, this took probably what, Kyle? Solid 6 months from black foam to now kind of thing. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much the rundown. So, like I said, it doesn't happen overnight, but if you have a goal in mind, or again, research things. If things are too expensive, find things that are comparable. The internet is a powerful thing. YouTube and Google, it's what I did, and found other like I was ready to spend $700 on a microphone. One, you know, so there's all kinds of things that went into it, and found out that no way, man, these Sures were the way to go. And I got a really good sale at our guitar center, and I had to get it, and I got 3. So if you get a chance for something like that, just do it if you can. All right, guys, well, that has been the studio tour of the Rykerroad channel. This is what goes into making everything. So if you guys enjoyed this, and if you want to see a little more, and if you enjoy what's going on here and you want to support the show, you can support us on Patreon. It's just a simple $3 tier. If you want to do that, we're going to be posting a full house tour. That way you guys can see, you know, the rest of what the channel doesn't get to see. So if that interests you, definitely check it out. If not, subscribe, like, comment, and just keep coming back for more videos, because there's going to be more stuff coming and you don't want to miss it. Is there anything you would like to say, Eric? Cheers.
Adios.